So I said recently that I was not going to post another video on this platform. But then I figured if it's going out, you better go out with a bang, right? So let me talk about something. You know that you've been seeing go all around um, the For You page. People are talking about this little chat forum where the guys were talking about doing unspeakable things to their wives, relatives, strangers. We all heard about that, right? And then they tried to change it. Oh, well, it wasn't this type of man. It was only that type of man. Then they tried to change it again. Oh, it's not in the United States. It's somewhere else. When you're talking to women, we don't care where it is. We don't. It's the point that it's happening. And if it's happening there, it's happening everywhere. It's just that some people are getting caught while others are not. But that's not why I wanted to come here today. I wanted to come here and talk about something more like a little trend that I've been seeing. I'm a movie buff. I like movies. And I've noticed something that's happened between about 2019 and now. Just to give a little background story, I had HBO Max, cut that off, Prime, cut that off. And now I'm back to Netflix again, mainly because of Squid Games 2 and Wednesday Addams, stuff like that. But I have gotten to a place where even though my genre is thrillers, mysteries, scary movies, I have to be careful because 9 times out of 10, these movies under this genre, it always seems to have a common denominator. And that denominator is either there's a woman alone and something bad is happening to her, or she's dating someone and something bad happens to her, or she's leaving a relationship, goes to the woods with her and her children, and something bad happened. It always has the same theme: harm to women and children. And I want you to take a few minutes looking at genre on all your streaming platforms, and you tell me if you see it too. Now, I just got through watching this movie on Netflix. It's called Hypnotic. This one takes the cake because I have been avoiding those type of movies where harms women or children. One reason why I've never watched um I forget that movie that everybody's talking about with the red hoods, and I've never watched it. The first episode I tried to watch it, and when I saw harm to women, I cut it off. I never watched it. Um but this movie here, Hypnotic, it was 2021. In this movie, this guy is a hypnotherapist. He's supposed to be helping people, but come to find out, his main target, his main audience were women. Now, it took a while, and this is another thing in common. It takes a while to catch him. Um, they were trying to find out why he was targeting certain types of women and not others. All through the movie, nobody could figure out because the ones who were starting to ask questions wound up being unalived by different ways. One of the way is he would call and say a word, and if the woman's fear was claustrophobia, she would see the walls closing in. Now, for the police, they saw that she had a heart attack. But what caused the heart attack, they saw on the camera, she thought something was happening where she was when nothing was there. Another incident, he made a phone call and said a word, and this woman thought that there were spiders crawling on her when nothing was there. He called while she was driving, and so she got in a car accident. Her and her husband was in the car because he had seen her at the police station asking questions about him, which means he had to have been following him. So the last woman, who was a patient of his, she was trying to figure out what her connection was and why she lived as long as she did. Long story short, he was doing this to women because he was looking for a replacement for his wife that had died. And at this point, I'm thinking that he did it. But anyway, so all of those women who had dark hair and brown eyes and all of this stuff, he was basically auditioning them. And the last one, she survived because he said that she was perfect because he showed her a picture and she looked most like his wife. This guy had so many trigger words for her that he would say something and she would fall asleep on the spot, or he would say a word and she froze. She had to go to a second hypnotherapist that was a woman, and she said it was her last time ever going to one. But you didn't find out to the end what happened. The woman gave her a different trigger so that if the male hypnotherapist hit, you know what I mean, said the word, it would reverse everything he did. And so that's how she was able to get away at the end. Police officer came, tried to help her and everything. The guy was there. The guy almost did win, almost killed the officer. But he said the word and it made everything he said disappear. And she was able to get the gun away from the officer and then shoot him. And but my main thing is, ladies, number one, be careful. And number two, because I looked it up on IMDb, the directors, the writers, the people who are making these movies are all men. And you wonder why this is going on. Like I said, between 2019 and now, just take a look at your streaming devices and I want you to comment below. Let me know how many coincidences you see with these thrillers, scary movies, mysteries, where it's harm against women, harm against children, or both. Let me know down below. And let me know if you've seen this movie.